Solo Hardcore. This is one of the hardest challenges to ever come to TDS. Except so many people have done it, it's not exactly a crazy feat anymore. This mode has been out for 5 years now, so eventually people were going to get it consistent. However, I was definitely not one of those people who got it consistent. In fact, I've been attempting this mode for 3 years. My closest attempt to completing this difficult challenge being getting the Void Reaver down to 50k HP back during the Golden Cowboy meta era. After that devastating fail, I didn't attempt this challenge for a solid 2 years. I only picked it back up during 2025 when Swarmer first got reworked. I still wasn't able to beat it, though, until now. I hope you all enjoy this journey you're about to be brought on. This is how I beat my biggest challenge after 3 years. Alright, so we're here in Hardcore Solo. What I'm going to do is, first off, I'm just going to place down a golden soldier right here. Now that I have this guy, the goal is to just get a spotlight technician down here, because that's pretty much what's going to be carrying us. Spotlight technician, I'm taking advantage of it while it's the most broken tower ever right now. I finally see this tower as a way to, like, secure my first solo hardcore win. It's not applying burn like I thought it would. So clearly that strategy did not work. I lost again and again and again and constantly kept switching my loadouts, all in hopes of completing this mode until I struck gold. So, just to clarify, this was one of the many times I made it to wave 25. I died mostly every single time there, and this time around, I was expecting to die again. However, I didn't. Finally. Okay, we're wave 45? I didn't even realize. Just gonna throw that right here. Okay, wait, I'm not doing bad at all right now. This is really good. Oh my goodness, it's getting destroyed. Okay, final wave. Let's do this. Here, I was at a point where I was second guessing if I had enough DPS, and I was in a total shock moment where I didn't know what to do, so I just did nothing, as you can see in multiple of these clips here. As he was getting closer to the base, he still had an extremely high amount of HP. Usually, when he has around 400k health at this point, it's over. So I feared that I would lose here, and I just started fumbling everywhere. I was airstriking when I meant to be summoning mercenary units, and I even tried to develop a strategy of microing mercenary bases, even though I knew that mercenary bases had the cooldown nerf added to them. And as he reached closer to the base with 180,000 HP, I knew that it was over. I tried again 1 day later, and replaced my loadout one last time. I took out Mercenary Base and Golden Soldier, since Golden Soldier was only dead weight in the late game, and Mercenary Base wasn't much of a help either after its massive nerfs. I decided to bring Swarmer and Engineer instead, making my entire loadout a DPS heavy one with no loose screws anywhere in the loadout. And then I went back in. See how the surfs wreck the ground, and they give it all they've got.
See how the surfs work the ground, and they give it all they got, and they give it all they got, and you give it your to your town. See how the flame is around, and they fall inside a hole you couldn't see, and they fall inside a heart that's away. And you fall inside a hole you couldn't see, and you fall inside a hole you got away. Someone help me understand.
No! No! 2,717 HP. That's how much HP that the Void Reaver had before getting into my base. To put that into perspective, I had to kill less than 2 Mega Slows to finally beat Solo Hardcore. This was a painful loss. Fortunately for you, I'm not one of those YouTubers who's gonna lie in my video and say that I almost considered giving up because I didn't. Getting the Void Reaver so low was indeed painful, but it nevertheless meant that I was so incredibly close to beating this mode. So, this was definitely the final chapter of my solo hardcore story. Anyone who gave up there would be out of their mind. So, 3 hours later, I tried again.
Can't use fucking. I think.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Pog.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Don't say my real name! Don't say my real name! Don't say my real name! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Yes!
You beat it, Chad.
Three years. It took me 3 years to beat this mode. I started playing TDS right before New Year's 2023, and it took me 1 month to get level 100. It was pretty crazy, because I pretty much beat every challenge that TDS had to offer before even reaching level 100. I beat Quick Draw with randoms from the TDS Discord server, I beat Lost Souls with just me and my friends, and literally right after I beat Quick Draw, I beat Hardcore with one of my friends as well. I even got every single golden crate before level 150. I started attempts when I reached level 100 on February 1st, and it took me until March 24th to get this attempt. I was using a meta loadout, and I still couldn't get the Void Reaver past 50k HP. I gave up because of that. I thought I just wasn't good enough. I wasn't ever able to come close to that again after Golden Cowboy got nerfed, until now. I could see how some might say my reaction was an overreaction, but this was a pretty big thing for me since this has been a goal for me ever since I first started. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.